Right, today we're digging on a 1925 site, or part of the site that's dated that. It's actually the second day I've been here. Came yesterday and cleared most of the loose spoil out, and hopefully so I can hopefully have a good run on ash today. As I said, it's early 1920s. Problem is with them sort of age tips is it's just after the First World War. The country were on its knees, want a lot of money around, and tips tend to be poor. But they do throw odd surprise up. Like I said, I did come yesterday. I did have one or two finds. Nothing great, but it was a bit of a bonus because I didn't expect anything. Hopefully today, when I get in amongst seam on bottom, I'll have a few finds. I don't think they'll be all great, more interesting. About an hour in, because of a good start yesterday. I just about got all the spoil cleared out. I'll take you on a tour of my barra track and my workings. Right, you can see it's a pretty smooth clay banking on the bottom. Looks mostly fresh up to the top. There's no apparent seam running on the bottom like you normally get on these sort of sites. But I had a few bottles sticking out. Some might be in one piece even. Another one there. Just nothing on it. So yeah, so now what I intend to do, or how we do it, I'll just fork a bit at a time, put it in the barra, take it away, steady away, and then when it does collapse, the soil that comes in will be fresh ash. So hopefully next time when I'm taking it out, I should find some stuff in the ash that's come in, if you understand me, and then I can start the whole process again. Well, that's a theory, but how it actually goes is I get nothing and go to another tip. Anyway, we'll give it a try and let's see. Right, been barrowing for a while and mixed fortunes. Got a bit of excitement, thinking it were an ointment pot, but it turns out it's what we call in the trade a disappointment, with no writing on it. Loads of bottles, I mean you can see them here, all tipped in, mainly really common rubbish. Another one there. Just a poisonous not to be taken. The glass is in poor condition, and the reason for that is you can see that red down in the bottom, the red colouring, also in the wheelbarrow. That's due to burning, and what happens when it's being burnt, the heat comes up and affects the glass, and it actually, if you look through them at an angle, you can see crackling in them. The good news is going that way, going forward that way, the burnt's run out, so the bottles up that side should be a bit better condition. The amazing thing is, you know, the bottles are broken, then pull out, I don't know if you can pick that out, it's some sort of farmyard scene on a cup. I mean that cup's in pretty good condition. Never ceases to amaze you what does survive when big solid things don't. Right, just been probing a bit of a small area in, and it was a bit of a small area really. There's absolutely loads of bottles. That's just from a relatively small area. I've got a bit of ash to take out. There's absolutely no quality at all. I mean, even some of them have got nasty screw tops, and on it near do were a bit of a doll's head, which were sadly not in the best of condition. Absolutely loads of bottles, no quality. Usual story. Finally get something worth having, and as you can clearly see, it's had a big ding out at the face of it. Quite a nice looking ginger beer, crown cap, sadly it's the way things are going. So what do you think of it so far? Rubbish. It looks like a bed warmer, it looks pretty big. Oh yeah. I think it's cracked and one it bobbles on end's gone. But you get a lot of these in 1920s tips. I think it's when they were just bringing in the rubber hot water bottles, so these got the marching orders. Looking a bit more promising. There really is a busy layer down there, but the problem is they just seem to be into the burn and that's buggering them all up. Right, just halfway through there and I just had a massive cave in. Just before it did, I just got another one of those out. This time it looks in relatively good condition. There's a couple of little chips around lip. But again, it's not bad. A little cup, child's cup. Again, the heat's got to it. But at least it gives you a bit more incentive to carry on. I'll have some dinner and crack on. Still quite busy in here, but a few bits. Strange looking pot. Just had a base. Hopefully might find a lid for it. You can see what the heat's done to it. You see the red patch? That's come out of that burnt layer down there. Forget lid, it'll probably be in a bad state. Looks like there's another foot warmer stuck inside there. Just bear with me while I get some ash away from it. Usual crack on it there. As I said earlier, it's just the time when they're getting rid of them things. So all in all, it's just bottle after bottle, but still lacking that final bit of quality. Right, I'm going to call it a day. Had a massive cave in that included a tree and a brick in ribs for me. A few little bits. Another ginger beer or stout bottle. It's actually quite a rare one, that. Very unusual to see them with a crown stopper. Must be quite a modernish one. Nothing much else. A broken creamer. Possibly the worst lid in history. Looks homemade. And relatively little else. 2 days digging. It's not a great amount of finds to take home. But must admit, I've had a lot of good fun finding so many stuff. It keeps you occupied. At the end of the day, you throw most of it back in. But sometimes you need them finds coming out to keep you going. I'll come back one day.